incentives to give big corporations and the richest in America $600 billion. It's horrible. Trump care will devastate seniors, children, veterans, people with disabilities. Veterans, almost 7 million veterans will lose their tax credit under Trump care. People with disabilities and pre-existing conditions will suffer. And Trump care has been called the most damaging bill for women in the history of Congress. That's how bad it is for women. Be assured, we will make the fight, and we will never let them take away a woman's right to choose. Affordable health care is the right of every American, not just the privileged few. Walked in any of the women's marches. You have marched for progress. This is your first convention. Beautiful. Let's give all of those first convention people a warm, warm welcome. Democrats believe in an economy that provides opportunity for all, good-paying jobs, union rights, a future of security and confidence, and a dignified retirement.
What brought me here is I think we're at a point where the Democratic Party especially needs to step up. It always has been the party that I identify with, because I think that making sure that we treat our minorities and making sure that we treat our poor and making sure we have a middle class is so important for a healthy United States. But I'm especially here because in the age of Trump, California has done a remarkable job in terms of increasing the amount of immigration services, in terms of ramping things up on Trump. And I want to make sure that we continue to do as good as we've done, if not more.
What are you doing here today?
I'm here to learn. I'm here to see what the party is doing to help fight Trump, to help protect immigrants, to help promote a sanctuary state. So I'm here to learn, to see what's the policy, what action, and how I can get involved.
What would you like to say to the community with your participation here today?
I would like to say to the community is to rise up, like use your voice. Every voice, every person counts. And so if you want to make change, you need to partner with us to be the change in this community.
You look around LA, you look around San Francisco, everywhere else, it's just filled with smog. And that's not because our houses are being powered by fracking gas and so on, which many of them are. It's because we have a dependence on automobiles. We don't have a proper public transit system. Even in San Francisco, we don't have a proper public transit system that's in any way equivalent to any parts of developed Asia or Europe. So we've got a lot of work to do that is beyond. I mean, I support solar roofs, but it's not going to solve the problem.
That might be the number one step, to start with that first.
I think the number one step would be to drastically expand public transit.
Right.
If you were the president of the United States, what would you do for the climate change, the priority for you?
The biggest thing I would do is, the first thing is I would start educating people on getting good jobs around green energy. I think we're facing a point in our economy where we have a lot of brain wealth here, and a lot of our manufacturing is going overseas. I think there's a huge area to start training people in different vocations to deal with solar and to deal with some of these other green energy economies, which are going to be so important considering global warming is probably going to be the biggest issue of our time. I think that good labor union paying jobs and educating people are so important for a thriving American economy, and also to make sure we don't all die from global warming.
Global warming and the temperature dynamics are changing. Species are going extinct. The waters are going to rise. All these things are going to happen. It's a matter of being prepared and trying to mitigate how extreme it becomes in the future.
Climate change. If I was the president, I would invest in renewable energy, make sure that we're not putting in more oil refineries and digging for more oil. We need to use energy from the heavens instead of energy from hell. I don't know if you've heard that phrase before, but wind, sun, water, those are the things we need to get our energy from, not digging up coal and oil from our earth. So that's what I would do.
If you were the president of the United States, what would you do as a priority for the climate change?
Yes. So in California, we have a lot of regulations in terms of gas emissions. And what I would do is I would spread that nationwide and not try to undercut some of these regulations, but increase them and making the cost more affordable for hybrid vehicles for the regular consumer. So I would increase protection, spread it nationwide instead of undercutting it, and provide more funding towards programs that will develop clean and efficient technologies to preserve our environment.
Our current system in place is for large consumption bases, and that's how it runs the most efficiently. The problem is our grid isn't really made to have on and off energy sources. So sun is most productive when it's sunny, and less when it's cloudy and that sort of thing, and then you rely off of wind, and it's not really made to switch back and forth. And that's kind of the problem that's California's hitting right now, is that we have all this diverse energy in our grid. We just don't have the grid capable of sustaining all of it. So we really need to fix the grid.
It's true, we need to keep upgrading the grid every couple of years.
Or find a way where we can use the on and off again renewables to be a little bit more efficient, so it can actually work within the grid we have. It's really expensive to replace the whole grid, and that's one of the reasons why renewables is slower to take up.
If I was a president and have to deal with climate change, I would, as of right now, I'd make sure that the SB 775 bill passes through, especially in California as a model for the rest of the nation. And it's basically a form of an upgraded cap and trade system. But any type of carbon tax would work for United States to start off with, especially if it includes a dividend, which would stimulate the rest of the economy and make people divest from oil naturally and increase the demand for renewable energy.
Well, what do you think of the model of the German one, where they pay you 99 cents a kilowatt hour for harvesting solar energy and feeding it onto the grid, like that photo you're holding?
That's a really good incentive for people. For low-income communities, I'm sure it stimulates the economy, grows it, as well as, like I said, naturally diverging from the oil industries because they become more expensive than the renewable energies. So that would be the first step.
What do you think about the Trump politics today?
I think that some of these shows like Scandal and some of these political shows are well written. This seems like something that's straight out of like a bad Hollywood screenplay of some doofus who ended up walking into the presidency. And past the point when it's depressing, it's equally depressing and funny to watch him try to function in the Oval Office. And I think as the Democratic Party, we need to make sure that we win. We need to make sure that we're talking to those swing states and we're talking to the people in the South. If you think about it, Al Gore came from the South only 15 or 20 years ago. And so we need to figure out how to communicate a message that's going to make sure that we're able to take back the Oval Office in 3 or 4 years.
And what do you think about the Trump administration today?
The Trump administration is falling apart. It's imperiled. They're illegitimate, and the resistance is spoken up and making our voices heard, and we're not going anywhere. And we're going to. He's going down. His whole administration is on the brink of just collapse. So I'm thrilled about that. It's too bad that it had to get to this point, but